The Swiss government will reconsider its decision to stop stockpiling coffee following a public outcry. Switzerland has long held a 15,000-tonne strategic coffee bean reserve to help prevent supply disruptions for the landlocked nation. Coffee has historically been one of several staples on Switzerland's Essential to Life list, which requires producers by law to store a certain amount of goods in case of a national emergency. Well, for more on the brewing anger over the decision, we're joined now by Cahan Yuretzian, a professor at the Coffee Excellence Centre in Zurich. A morning to you. Clearly, you're a coffee advocate, but the Swiss government made the decision that it was deemed not essential to life. How did the decision go down?
Yes, good morning. Yes, of course, since now about 50 years, Switzerland has been stockpiling coffee because Switzerland is a landlocked country, and in time of war, we really consider coffee as being essential to the moral, to the well-being, and to the positive thinking of the people. So we have been having this stockpile since quite a while now. And recently, the government has been arguing that coffee is not essential because it has no nutritional value. But this is kind of a weird argumentation because never ever it was said that coffee has nutritional impact on our health. So this argument was kind of very shaky from the beginning. And on the other hand, people realize today more than 50 years ago that it is nutritionally valuable for various reasons. First of all, coffee has no calories and is replacing calorie-rich beverages, which is a positive thing. And coffee has a lot of antioxidants and has a long-term health benefit. So the argumentation was rather shaky.
Well, I think, Switzerland, they're quite famous for having big reserves of stockpiles. And in the past, they've been really helped. For example, having huge stockpiles of antibiotics helped when there was a shortage. So yes. Should coffee really be in that category? Why is it so sacrosanct?
Yes, I just believe because coffee is an integral part of our culture. Switzerland is a country which consumes a lot of coffee. And we really believe that in case of crisis, coffee will keep up the morale of the troops as well as of the population. In that perspective, the moral and the psychological well-being is a very central element of our situation in crisis. And that's basically the major reason why we really need to maintain coffee as an essential commodity during wartime.
It's a country that's famously well prepared. What's the motivation behind this stockpiling?
The motivation is to supply, at least to have a stock of 3 months. In crisis, that's what it is. The stockpiling, we're doing 15,000 tons. And it will allow to go through crisis and to maintain the habits of population in regular times and not to have a disruption on things that are so essential. Coffee is part of our lifestyle today. We drink coffee every day. A Swiss drinks at least 3 cups of coffee on average per day, 1,000 cups a year. So it is so essential to us that we actually feel it will be disruption to the moral. And to keep moral high, we have to keep coffee in our reserve, like other products that are more of value from a nutritional perspective.
It's part of that's caused a public outcry, so the government are now reconsidering. Well, we'll keep on top of that story. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Cahan Yuretzian, a professor at the Coffee Excellence Centre in Zurich.